I'll decide that. Oh, these are some good
He's like, whoa.
No, these are some good
He hasn't even heard the take yet, and he already disagrees.
No, he drew me in immediately already. Yeah, he drew me in already. Like I'm compelled to click. I've already subscribed.
Just based on that alone, gee, I guess all the extra stuff we do in the title is just unnecessary, Kamui. Just
like,
roll Orochimaru and Itachi there.
All right, let's try this. Fixing Jujutsu Kaisen, the real winner. Does that work?
Ooh, that'd be a great one. The real winner. And it
Should I
shows
just do it? You know, it makes no sense.
Do it, and then put Oodie with Mei and point at him with an arrow, saying the real winner.
or should I say like? Yeah. Should I use like a versus battle we're not going to discuss, or fixing Jujutsu Kaisen, the real winner? Makes no sense.
I think the less sense, the better.
That's good. No, that's good. That'll get, because everyone will think like, wait, it's over? That's the first thing they're gonna say. They're gonna click on it thinking that it's over because of that. Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Kamui, the clickbait king, strikes again.
I mean, the makes no sense thing.
Yeah, because should we do JJ Jujutsu Kaisen makes no sense, the real winner? Screw it.
Those who don't watch it.
At this point, our titles are filled with nothing but buzzwords.
Exactly. That's all you need.
Jujutsu Kaisen makes no sense. The real winner.
Ironically, this title doesn't make sense.
Which is better. I love it.
Do you hear them giggling? They're so cute. Oh,
all right, so Take Chaos, what were you saying before I lost Wi-Fi?
Okay, simply this. My issue right now in JJK is that things have become. I didn't realize that everyone was so much younger than me. Like I'm 27.
You know what?
I'm about to be 28 this year. I'm an old man.
I'm 28. Yeah.
See, look at that. Your grandma.
I'm grandma. No, in this server that I'm on, everybody calls me Thea because I'm Mexican. It's like, okay, I'll take an auntie. Thanks, guys.
What about abuela?
See,
somebody tried to call me that, and I timed him out for a minute. I was like, no, thank you.
Abuela is crazy. I love that.
I know. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty cash money.
And he's what was he? I think he's like Dominican. And I was like, boy, no, thank you. And he goes, she's toxic. She's a toxic Latina. I was like, okay, you're messing with the wrong one. Okay, I'll time you out for 10 minutes next time. Okay.
You said you're a toxic Latina.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was like, I'll show you toxic.
It's like I'm banning you and your friend. What did I do? You know him. I love
him. Okay. And I'll ban your alt too, okay? Try me.
Oh, and the alt is crazy. No. Wait, hold on. So is Ood not gonna be part of the JJK discussion at all?
No. So now I'm gonna start cooking some food, so I'll let Oodie say whatever he wants to say in the meantime. But what we'll do is at least one video reaction, and then get into the main thing, which is where Oodie will have a lot more to say. He should have plenty to say in the video reaction too.
I have something to say in the meantime?
Well, just say
I wish
anything.
someone told me.
Well, just say whatever you want
anything
about JJK.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, wow.
Substantiate on it while I go cook some food.
All right.
So Calvin really dug himself into a corner there. At least he dug his way back out.
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess we could...
Why don't you like the characters then? Well, yeah, let me hear that.
JJK?
Yeah.
The T word that Camcam just used, they're toxic. Is that okay? Could I say that? Is that a justifiable excuse for the writing of the narrative?
How is Yuji
justifiable? You gotta explain yourself.
Yeah, how's Yuji toxic? Yeah, you have to give me some. Elaborate. What is Yuji? Like, Yuji's a pretty nice. I'll give him I think he's boring as shit. I think Yuji's boring. I think he's boring. He's such a boring MC.
Golden retriever energy, you know?
He's boring.
Literally.
Yeah. My wife loves him. She's like, he's so sweet. I'm like, he's boring.
He's adorable.
One-dimensional.
Yes, he's
That's
boring.
my favorite.
No, if anything, that proves Camcam, right?
Yeah, like, no, I get chaos here. Like, Yuji, I like his personality. He's goofy, but like I don't care about his goals. He's got the most boring goals ever. I don't want to follow his journey. Life. I want to follow anyone else's journey. I just like the character's personality.
But I like Dojo better.
Yeah, well, okay, so Oodie, why do you not like these characters? Like, let's start there.
Okay, well, first of all, to clear up a misconception that's been going on for the past 3 minutes now, we're not talking about the main characters. I was never referring to Itadori. I was referring to specifically the side cast.
Oh, what? What does that matter? You don't like the story because of some side characters? That's dumb.
We're talking about the side characters, right? We're talking about the main characters. We're not talking about the story as a whole. We're talking about the main characters or the side characters. Okay. You messed me up now.
So you're not saying you don't like JJK as a story. You're saying you don't like the side characters of JJK.
Oh, no, that's a completely different discussion. I also don't like the story, but that's a different discussion.
What? Oh, you're an edgelord. I can't believe this. You don't like the story of JJK? So far? Really?
What's there to like?
Kamui and I knew he wouldn't like it, to be honest.
Wow.
You're still trying to make him catch up anyway.
So what do you not like about the story?
Oh, it's the star plasma vessel. How's that for a hate? Is that
actually
a substantiation?
Answer for our dear friend and guest, King of Chaos.
He's our friend. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah, I've been on here like
boring.
5 times.
It's lame. It sucks. It has no writing. It's too shallow.
Come on.
Dance, monkey, dance. Don't be a move. You're being a move.
The animations.
Yeah, Oodie, you want to be moved today?
Hold up, Oodie.
Not even memorable.
Hold up, is this the first time Oodie can't like stand on a solid like stance? Because I could have sworn you told me.
Mr.
No. I've never seen this. I swear, Oodie one time he said if you're gonna make claims, Kamui, you're gonna have to like back them up with substance and fat or something like that. Oodie, ain't no way you're ducking that, right? Let me hear. Give me some actual some data here. Because you like Naruto, right?
Exactly. The difference is that when we do that, we're talking about Naruto, something that's worth talking about. See, the problem is that I don't care in the first place in order to even say why it's bad. It just is bad.
That's a horrible answer. Come on, you can do better, Oodie.
I'll take Ood-kun, boo. Cringe take. Cringe plus ratio.
Yeah, I like how Oodie says that as meanwhile he took the time to come up with the whole JJK movie plot for Space. He cared enough to do that.
Who designed the thumbnail?
I did the thumbnail.
Okay, I was gonna say
he thought he had something there. Oh, I trapped you here, didn't I, Oodie? Oh.
What about the description?
The description that we already confirmed was Kamui's.
Literally from my channel.
Wait, hold up.
The description that we memed that he didn't even have you in it at first.
Hold up. But we've also confirmed something else, Oodie, that you've forgotten. That you and Kamui are the same person.
True.
Yeah, so Kamui, why aren't you substantiating right now?
Because I'm allowing you to substantiate.
Kamui, do you not like JJK?
But I've been talking.
That's something else I don't like. Like why did the way they told the story, like season 2, the beginning with like the flashback arc, the hidden inventory. Come on, that was weird, right?
Oh yeah, one of members made a whole video about that.
Yeah,
I remember Oodie didn't even realize it was a flashback.
Wait, really?
No, I didn't.
Well, how did it looked pretty damn. Yeah, honestly though, I'd say that I think the best thing that they could have done would have been like finding a way to bring Toji back permanently.
I support.
No.
Let's just get rid of Maki and put Toji in there instead.
No, do not do my girl Maki like that. The girls barely get any screen time and any credit as it is. So like
Camcam, I'm kidding, but hypothetically, if that did happen, I wouldn't be complaining.
I like Maki a lot.
Grumble. No, I really liked Geto, and I got super attached to him and Gojo specifically. I really liked their friendship and everything, and like I
What, I think that
totally
was some of the
did.
3.5
best of
episodes that he's
JJK.
in the story.
Oh yeah, definitely. Visually speaking, plus Gojo felt more relatable because he was less god tier at that point. Like he was young and it shows that like, hey, he got before, which is nice, showing a way of showing Gojo getting defeated while not betraying his character as the strongest. Because a flashback, I like that. I liked it a lot. I also love Yuta's character so much. I wish he was the MC.
Oh no.
I do. I love Yuta so much, so much. Yuji's so boring. He's like bread. Like he's good.
I'm not going to like him.
I would describe him as pan dulce, sweetbread,
I mean, yeah, sure.
like the Mexican sweetbread, you know.
What's his goal? What's he doing that's compelling me? Like what's Yuji doing that I'm like, wow, Yuji's goal. He needs to train for this goal. All I know is he wants to rid the world of curses. Like that's so bland. That's like Ichigo being just
one-dimensional.
Imagine Bleach, but Ichigo's actually just Soul Reaper.
It's also not really.
Forget everything else. He's just a substitute Soul Reaper. He just helps have the whole story be the same, but he has no connection with anything. You'd be like, what is he doing here? That's Yuji. What is he doing here?
So something me and Oodie agree on is that My Hero have better film than JJK.
Better villains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Mahito's overrated as hell. I loved Overhaul as a villain. All for One was a phenomenal villain. Absolutely. Shigaraki becomes a great villain, and I like how he wasn't a good one at first because they had me the first half. I know absolutely that. 100%. Yes, that is a good take. Mahito is so overrated. I don't get why people wank him so much. Like, oh my god. Oh my
Kamui
god.
loves Mahito, to be honest.
I like Mahito, but I haven't seen
Not because he's
I haven't
good.
seen MHJ to compare him with those people, so I can't say.
What does Mahito even
Tommy just likes him because he's freaking puppy dog energy.
Yeah, but I like his personality,
good.
and compared to half the other
Like I
villains,
just
feel
said,
like he actually
yeah,
kinda did
you
something somewhere. Like,
Thank you
he
for
actually-
reiterating my
he
point.
actually affected Yuji, unlike half of the other people.
That was but guess what? The fact that Sukuna existed means that that's irrelevant because you know that he's a B tier boss.
That doesn't
You know
that's
that.
not true. The fact
Yes,
that
it is.
knowing that Madara exists does not make Zabuza irrelevant.
If you knew from the very beginning Madara's involvement, or if you were introduced from Madara in the same way that Sukuna was introduced in the story at the very beginning, yes, Zabuza would seem irrelevant because guess what? All the disaster curses and everyone seemed like crap compared to who? Because they were always compared to who? Gojo and who? Sukuna.
I mean,
It's like, how many fingers are they? Oh, you're about 9 fingers. They were literally ranking power by his fingers.
but I still
If
don't
they're
think that
doing that
necessarily matters because, like, for some other Naruto examples, or Naruto and Boruto, we know that Orochimaru exists before we really even get introduced to Neji and Gaara. Like, actually, that doesn't mean that they were irrelevant for Naruto at the times they were involved. You know, we knew
Hold up,
Orochimaru was involved.
the stakes were way different. Hold up, the stakes were way different. They were seen as antagonists, not oppositional forces. We did not know Gaara was even going to be used as an oppositional force that was threatening people's lives until much later. Yes, we knew they were stronger in the same way we knew Sasuke was stronger.
But the thing is, when we knew that Gaara was an oppositional force, we also knew Orochimaru was there and actually doing stuff at the same time that didn't devalue Gaara at all, despite knowing Orochimaru was a way stronger person.
In the small capacity within the story, in the confines of the Konoha Crush arc, yes, but that's only within that arc. Outside of that, outside of that arc, both of those characters are non-existent. Comparing them to Madara and Sukuna and the impact on the story.
Okay, but then we have Sukuna just exists for longer, but Kurama, we knew Kurama was around the whole time. That didn't mean that we knew Kurama since freaking episode 1. That doesn't mean that any of the villains in between. We knew Kurama was seeming like a pretty bad guy, like he was kind of vicious and evil. Everyone's always talking about how evil he is the whole time.
Aside from the 10 Tails, what other tail beast impressed you? And you're like, damn, this is a monster. This is a rival to Kurama.
It doesn't have to be. No, it doesn't have to be tail beast. Just a villain in general is the point.
No. I'm talking. Okay, but we're bringing up Kurama. Let's bring up something within its capacity. When I'm bringing up Sukuna, I'm bringing up other villains. I'm bringing up Kurama.
Villains. Gaara's a villain.
Kurama's a villain. Kurama's a force of nature.
Kurama was a villain for the beginning of the
I
story.
would barely even consider Kurama an antagonist. The fact that Kurama was
He wasn't an antagonist. He was a villain.
I would consider Kurama a villain. I would not consider him a villain because he's not in direct conflict within the story people. He's not he's not helping them. If anything, he's an ally to Naruto. He saved his life more than anything. That's a strange villain.
Yeah, but everyone was worried about Kurama taking over because of what him destroying the village. I mean, the fact that he destroys the village in episode 1 just automatically makes him a villain at the time.
Oh, sure. And like, yes, he definitely did bad things. He just, like you said, he was resulting in Kushina and Naruto's death. However, no one was considering Kurama as like the end-all, be-all final boss because it was considered that Kurama is a force of nature, something to obtain, something
I
to
thought
gather.
he was gonna be when I was a kid.
Really?
I thought Naruto and Sasuke at the end of Shippuden were gonna tag team fight Kurama. Yeah.
Fair enough. I've never heard that
How
one.
or
But hey,
I mean,
It's
but
either
also,
that or Itachi. I
people
thought
thought
either
that-
of them were gonna be the final villains.
yeah, like, and that's reasonable to think. But also with Sukuna, a lot of people would have thought that Yuji would control Sukuna at some point because who they compare him to? Kurama. That's who he's been compared to since day one of JJK.
no. Kurama is an ally to Naruto.
He was
Sukuna
not
is
an
not.
ally to Naruto.
Oh, you mean when he was healing his injuries when Sasuke put a hole through his lung?
Okay, then when Sukuna helped Yuji out occasionally.
The amounts are completely insurmountable.
I mean, they're
Sukuna
not
has
really
no-
that. I mean,
Sukuna
Kurama didn't help Naruto
no,
that many
never
times in
mind.
part 1.
I can name at least 10. At least. Top of my
10?
head. At least 10. At least.
I
He didn't
I
would
would
have
count the
this
chakra
list.
10 times.
For everyone
money where your mouth is.
helping
Name at
Yuji,
least
actually
10. I'm
3
curious.
Kurama helping Naruto.
I mean, and Sukuna, he killed a bunch of people in Shibuya, and then he mocks Yuji and says, "Oh,
Yes.
look what you did, hee hee ha."
Mocking him
hee
with
bye."
Mahito, tormenting Yuji when he's like, I refuse. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that was hilarious though. Oh man.
No,
That's like
it
your
broke
older
my
sis-
heart. I was physically
Dude.
sick.
No, it's like when your 2 older siblings are bullying you and your parents aren't around to help. I'm like, dude, no. That was villainous. Kurama never did nothing like that. The most thing he did was scare Naruto.
He hit
Like,
Sakura.
so sorry. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Oh my
Sakura
god. Oh my
lived.
god. Oh
She
my
was
god. Oh my god. Oh my
okay.
god. Oh my god. Fuck. Sorry. Flip that moment. That moment is so irrelevant to the story. There are so many times when people have been hit with the Nine-Tails chakra. Sasuke was hit with Nine-Tails chakra plenty. Gaara, Neji. How come now? How come now? So we're hearing about this Kurama chakra poisoning. No. I'm sorry. I can't even acknowledge
Like
that.
more
I
in his
refuse.
in the zone. You know what I mean?
No. So he was more in the zone than that moment than when he was fighting Sasuke. What about when he was fighting Gaara? What about
Version
Neji when he had
2?
the chakra aura around him? No. What about Jiraiya when he almost killed him? How come Jiraiya's like, oh, by the way, I learned about this super rare poisoning for the Nine-Tail chakra that I've never heard about.
Oh, by the way, I have poison in my veins right now. I'm dying.
No, I'm come on. No, absolutely not. No.
No,
The
why
whole
did you ever think about that? Where is this whole poison aspect for the first like?
I'm glad I'm
that
a
doesn't
little
come back,
valid.
does it?
Thank you, because like, man,
I totally forgot about that, to be honest.
it
Honestly,
wasn't
I
a
know this
thing.
isn't the
It wasn't a
explanation they
thing.
give.
It's such.
This isn't the explanation I give. I feel like the poison thing is exclusively a V2 form thing. It just
but
looks and feels like that would be. Well, no, that's how it's like used in the series. But like, it's just not used outside of that. I don't think that's for like a reason outside of that. Whatever. Freaking being
Nah,
mean.
I'm sorry. I
the
need better
problem,
than
I
that.
think is they refer to it as just the chakra being poisoned versus
yes.
that level of chakra or something to
Yes,
indicate
the
V2,
amount
because
of
otherwise
chakra,
it's like, okay, then
totally
any of the
the
chakra should matter.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
like for example, I don't think the 8 Tails when it came out against Pain, the like skinless cat thing, hairless cat, whatever. I don't think that had poisonous.
Why not?
whatever.
Why not?
Look like it.
But it should, right? If
It's
a
just
weaker
a normal
version,
hairy tail, but like hairless.
does it
tail. I
lose
don't know, it's fucking
abilities
weird.
when it gets stronger? Now Naruto's not a poison type user. Nah,
He's a Pokemon.
But that's the thing, though. Like, if Naruto hits you with the One Tails cloak, I would imagine it would like burn or something. So it's weird. Also, I don't know.
All right, we see him grab people with it. I mean, I guess it could be like a thing
He's
where
literally emitting
makes her-
steam.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
versus Haku, he looks like he's on fire.
Yeah.
I thought it was fire the first time I saw it.
Now that's a what if. What if the Kurama cloak just was fire?
Sasuke, eat your heart out. Flame control. GG. That's what would happen, right? Flame control or Matarasu on the cloak. GG's no Riri.
Oh, chaos.
What?
Hey, chaos.
But anyway,
What?
Do you
the point was I just like Mahito. I just, relative to the other JJK villains, there's only a handful that are particularly being good as a villain. So I mean, he was one of the better ones, I thought.
You didn't need time.
One of the better ones doesn't mean he's good. He just compares.
Yeah.
I'll play, but I feel like they might talk bad about my hero. But I feel like people that talk bad about my hero nowadays, and people that talk play a GDT, like people that love GDT and hate my heroes.
Well, we'll find out what he
Hey,
says.
I'm down to
He
talk
definitely
trash
has
about both.
the hashtags of Jujutsu Kaisen, so he's definitely talking about
there
Jujutsu
you go.
Kaisen for sure.
I feel like he's talking about Yuji, how Yuji the bad main childhood or whatever. I hope not.
Here's another one: how to write the perfect protagonist, except I don't recognize any of those characters. Oh, there's another one. Here, we'll add this to the queue.
Another one. Wow.
How to write the I like you know what? I like the 3 variations of this title. Just how to write the perfect protagonist, how to write the quote perfect protagonist, and how to quote write the perfect protagonist. This one is the goofiest one. Why is the right in quotes?
Okay, that's so goofy. I almost just want to do that as a trilogy back to back to back. So if we do want to save the movie stuff for another time, plus the movie stuff was going to go in tandem with like the Jiraiya stuff as well, I think. To
Wait,
get to a
what?
bigger point.
I think that was more just you plan on talking about both, more so than that they had any in tandem with each
Okay,
other. I
that's
don't
fine.
remember if there was something actual correlation.
I don't remember either.
I don't
All I
think-
remember is I wanted to talk about both.
Yeah, I think you just wanted to talk about both.
Okay.
Wait, does it feel spoiled for GDT or My Hero?
I don't know. We'll find out.
So what order do you want to do this in then? It would be interesting to do a follow-up
Cowboy.
of for antagonists, but you do the 3 different versions of those titles where you put the quotes in the different part of the title. But we do all 3 of them.
This is so stupid. Bringing it full circle.
That would be a good one to get him on the podcast for how to write how to quote write the perfect antagonist.
Oh, Kamui, just for that, he has 3 different individual videos with those 3 individual quotes. For our stream title, can we have every individual word in quotation marks?
Yes.
Yes. Here, I'll write an example in chat. So, like, every word in quotation marks. Like that.
I mean, you have my full support.
All right. Please come on the podcast so we can do that. Yeah, that's an idea born out of inspiration of cool ideas. There you go. All right. Well, with that being said, not
It is funny in a way.
Yes.
It is funny in a way. It is funny because Jojo is the one who want to change the Juju society.
Sukuna versus Borushiki. Borushiki blinks and he dies.
That is not fair at all. What the?
Sukuna's like city level at best. Or Shiki's just
Well, I
like
don't know, man. If you look at
vaporizing.
Boruto's ability to handle those laser beams and he's just on the ground, maybe he can't handle the slashes.
Oh my.
Bro, Kamui, I don't think we should get into it now because it's past 5 a.m. Okay. Those two videos came out, everyone hates me, bro. Like, those videos don't even have that many views comparatively. Those might be some of the most commented on videos on the entire channel.
I think one of them had good views. At least it was like for the time.
Well, they probably have like average, decent views, maybe like even good views, but I wouldn't say like they're virally blowing video up kind of videos. But like, okay, just out of curiosity, just go to both of those videos and see how many comments they have relative to the views.
Hold
After you're
on
at your
1 second
computer.
for me to go back downstairs.
Okay. Wow. Now I feel bad. I'm taking you away from whatever you were doing.
It's fine. I had to let the pot heat up. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mike's space is holy crap, bro. Freaking React suggestions is crazy.
So these would be public now.
Yeah. It came out like today or yesterday.
Why didn't Boruto tag
The videos
this?
with the bad thumbnails, aren't those interesting? That they have bad thumbnails coming. Isn't that interesting?
You never told me to change.
Oh,
Which was the one you messaged me at work? Oh yeah, this one. I sent you the chat. Hold on, let's actually go look at what's in the chat.
No, not that one. It's the one below it. It's the one below it. That one already had a thumbnail for.
Okay, so
that one. Yeah. Oh, Kamui, I told you I was also at work.
Not that message, no. You just messaged me saying,
yes, I
Can you
did.
do it? No, you didn't. Like,
and then you said you were at work, and then I said same LOL or whatever I said.
Kono
Are you
Hammer.
thinking? You stopped entirely.
Konohamaru.
Stopped everything on the spot. Nah, bro, you must have missed it.
Oh, that's
Ironically,
weird.
probably because you were at work.
Yeah, I never saw your message saying I'm at work too. I don't think. Well, granted, my work Wi-Fi sometimes doesn't work. So honestly, I just genuinely might not have gotten that message while I was at work. And then like by the time I got home and I saw your miso message, I just didn't notice the other one. Because like I said, like I don't think you ever responded to that. Well, should we use this?
It's not even the right chapter, but you can.
Well, we
sure.
don't have a colored version of this chapter, so.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but I'm assuming even regardless of that, I'm sure that people have done that specific panel on Twitter. I just thought you would have had one.
Nah.
But well, there's no way people haven't done tons of fan art.
Well, these are the last chapter.
Honestly, that one looks better than whatever.
This looks like it's a freaking data book scan here.
No, go to the previous one. When you were just on. Yeah, that one probably looks best.
But I think it might be low quality. Unless, oh wait, on Twitter it might be better.
That looks freaking good.
Would you rather use the Hidari part or this part? Probably the Hidari part.
I think the middle one, yeah. Just looks better. Love how we're doing this live. Whatever.
Two different ways.
Might not be entertaining, but it's
or should we just go with a photo? Just
go with a photo, bro. That's what 99% of our thumbnails are.
I put more effort into this JJK one than it needed.
I know, bro. I was shocked.
So that's how it's doing.
Normal default photo. What's up, Sace?
So that's how it's doing.
Can you say that again?
So that's
Bro,
how
that's how
it's
you do it? You
doing.
drag the things in? I didn't know you even could do that. I just click on it.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Oh, it's like not
too late,
quite
never
the
mind.
right dimensions.
It's none of them are anymore.
Okay,
No
whatever
one
then.
notices. No one cares.
Alright.
It's how little
So
effort
what
you
was
need to
that
put
about
in.
not having a thumbnail, Oodie?
Okay, what about all the other ones?
Alright, which ones do we need to change?
At the top. It's just those 3.
Well, this one actually
And
kind of
it's just
worked.
about. Yeah, no, it does. I just think, like, first of all, it's not perfectly cropped. Secondly, it just color just does work better.
Yeah, I agree. Boruto gets hurt by Jura.
This is so stupid. Even if there's just some other thumbnail there that we could steal that could work. It's whatever. Bro, see, this is the problem. You literally look up on Google Images and Naruto Explained thumbnails are right there, and they don't say they're Naruto Explained. Okay, so if I
I
ever use a
know,
Naruto
it'll
Explained
say
thumbnail,
something
it's not even my
random.
fault.
Like, we don't
Yeah.
know necessarily. I hate that.
It's annoying.
But this is cool. Not relevant. You know what, though? Just in case it ever comes in handy. Save this one. This looks like a Naruto
Oh,
explained
yeah, that was
art.
good. Yeah, I know.
Totally. This is. Oh yeah, well, let's. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. But you know what? This is probably Naruto explained art then.
This is the problem, bro. We need a clip
Like,
to
we
send this to
don't
Naruto
know.
Explained. Not
Okay,
our
I know
fault.
that's Naruto explained art.
Really?
Like,
That one's a little bit more easy to tell, yeah.
is this Naruto explained art?
Probably. I don't know.
Everything is.
Impossible to tell.
Well, anyway.
I mean, if you go what it says, it's literally in chapter 8. Problem is, it's not.
Like, is there any thing of Boruto getting stabbed?
Colored in there just in case. It'd be faster.
We might have to just deal with that one.
Whatever.
What's the other one?
The other ones are worse because they have the filter in front of it as well. It's not the worst thing in the world, but still.
This was just a different angle, but like the other one worked a little bit. What's crazy though is, I mean, at least with this one, it actually is doing well analytics wise. Like,
I know. With the how far did Jura whatever is also thumbnail wise already kind of good as it is.
how did Jura see this
How
far?
did Jura see this far? I mean, that is the panel.
Yeah, like it would just be better if it was color, but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. But
Ooh, Uzuhiko
relative
makes
to the
no
amount of
sense.
views.
It's pretty good.
Oh no, that one blew up. Okay, that one has 54 comments. How much did those other two have? Those two without the thumbnails?
88.
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the views. I was like, no way, there's 500 comments.
All right, I'm gonna go back upstairs, put my pasta in the water. But
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna leave it on this screen.
what were we doing before?
That was it. We're gonna end.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Oh my god. I can't end it on my end. So. Yeah, reading chat. Might as well do that.
Yeah.
All right, the original stream ended. Okay. Shout out Without Only and Adam and okay, Without Only. I am copying that down just to use it. regardless if we get that guy on or not. No, okay. Regardless, this is gonna be the title of this clip. How to write the perfect protagonist, but every word's in quotation marks.
Every word separately.
I love it. It's so stupid. I love it. Thank you, Without Only, for your dedication. In fact, that's so much dedication. I don't even know who you are. I'm just gonna mod you. You earned it.
We're gonna have so many mods at this point.
Yeah, well,
We hand them out
either
like
they
Halloween
changed
candy.
it or they just aren't gonna let me put him mod. I can only check his chat. Sorry, Without Only. I just can't mod you, apparently. I just don't know how anymore. They moved it.
I never knew how, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's because I'm logged in on the Sweet Dude channel. That would make more sense. My Sweet Dude channel's a mod. I should be able to mod. Guess it'd be pretty inconvenient if Dario Shikage lost his mind one day and modded everyone. So,
Yeah, he just gives mods to everyone.
no probs. Okay. Now I can mod you. There you go. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Oh yeah? Well, we're sorry we're early. We weren't early. If anything, I think we did start late compared to what we wanted to.
Oh, absolutely. No question.
Okay, so the problem is, you caught up on chat earlier, right?
Yeah, most of it wasn't relevant at this point. It wasn't like anything like
Yeah, that's
to
fair.
comment on.
But the problem is, I don't know at what point chat was caught up to, let alone where you got up to. I have no idea where to start.
Without Only said same was the last thing I saw.
Interesting. Okay, well that's perfectly exactly. Okay. Well, Without Only continues. The attackers at the USJ. It is setting it of an earlier arc. I think that's my hero. Dennis, what's up? What's up to you, Dennis? In fact, I'm gonna pin that what's up. Your what's up has been pinned. Yuji isn't the one doing anything. I might be wrong, but he doesn't actually strongly oppose Jujutsu Society. Am I wrong? No. Yuji, if anything, now supports it. Before, he had no opinion. He was just living in it. Didn't care. Yeah, no. He just supports it the way it is, so he can be the cog in the machine, regardless if he wants to or not. It's what he chose that he decided to do. Yuji's the outlier. Yes. She didn't get her power by throwing away her humanity to kill her clan. She got her power from her human connection to fight her family trying to kill her. That's actually a great point. It's because she cared about her sister that she gained her power. Her power was inherited from her humanity. If anything. Because it's not like she gained her power because she decided to fight the Zenin clan, or while fighting the Zenin clan, during fighting the Zenin clan, she gained her power. No, she gained her power because she cared that her sister died. Regardless if she fought the Zenin clan or not, she would have just been this strong because of that. Because of her humanity.
Like, if she just left, she would have been equally as strong.
It's a great point. Should have brought that up. Glad that Without Only did. Also, villains are kind of weird with this point. Villains in general put themselves at the top of their hierarchies by throwing away or not having their humanity. Exactly. But by giving up their greatest weakness, they're also forsaking their greatest strength, which is why they can never win in the end. They're more consistent, but they lose both their high and their low, their peak and their trough. So they defeat humanity when at any point where they're not at their peak, when they're at their trough or their middle average. But when humanity reaches their peak, their highs are higher than the villains who forsook their
Forsocked.
We're just going stupider and stupider. Not just in JJK. Yeah, exactly. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. It's not just in JJK. It's literally everything. But I can still see it. Not just the cog thing. Killing transfigured humans, eating his brothers, admitting he's like Mahito, his strong desire for strength. Like they don't make him equivalent to Sukuna, but still.
But Midori and Yuri are it's very interesting to me. They're different here, but they're both similar at the same time.
I mean, they both joined schools. They're both male. They're both shonen protagonists.
What I mean is Yuji taught my shit and Yuji in the Dark Heel art.
Yeah, and they both have interesting hair colors.
What?
He said what?
That definitely would make them similar.
Is indeed a thing of which they share a possessive similarity. Oh, and they are both physically strong. For one reason or the other, at some point in the story.
I'm surprised you didn't believe that they both eat something.
They're both on the quote-unquote good guy side. And fighting against the quote-unquote bad guy side. Yeah.
And it?
See, now we're getting deep with it.
But what I'm trying to say, like, Yuji taught my shit and that to Dark Heel art, they're similar in some ways.
Itadori feels more one-dimensional as a character, more one-track mind. Kind of, which is funny because he should be deeper just based on the subject matter alone.
Did it do you some Tommy, did you some that too in the Dark Heel art, he stopped telling about himself or more like he started like telling everyone about himself, stop telling about his own health.
Yeah. I think regardless of their short-term goals, if you compare their long-term goals, I think Itadori is a much more complex character just in general, just based on like the philosophy he's trying to focus on rather than Midoriya of just becoming the greatest hero. It's just like Naruto, he wants to become Hokage. Sure, it's about what it means to them to do that, or what it means to them to be that.
Yeah.
But that's not what Itadori's trying to do. He's not trying to be anything. It's about what he wants to do. And in this case, what he wants to do is more compelling to the audience.
I did.
That's how the audience sees them from the audience's perspective. So that doesn't speak on the character themselves. Is the thing with that, though. So I think even if Itadori plans to die and he wants to have a good death because he wants to make people happy or whatever with his grandpa, that can be more complex subject matter. But I feel like it's not executed to the same extent. It feels like it's just something in the background that's brought up every now and then. Whereas for Deku, as it
Midoriya.
should, yeah, every scene is progress. Just like in Naruto.
Yeah,
Regardless if it's his main goal or not, everything he does is a journey along that goal. Every single
yeah,
step forward is a step. It's a small one, but they're
yeah,
all steps
yeah.
leading to that same goal. Whereas Itadori, it feels like it's just something that he wants to happen in the background.
And the thing is that the what the way he will mean that to change had changed all the series, especially in scene
Exactly.
6 with issue doing like that. Oh wait, when I should probably try to understand my own feelings. No.
In fact, this might be like the biggest difference. I think,
Hmm?
okay, Deku and Naruto, they're doing what they're doing because it's how it can help lead to their goal, at least in the plot, regardless of the story. So Naruto is becoming a ninja and trying to rise in the ninja ranks because the Hokage is the ultimate ninja rank. That's not why he wants to become Hokage, but he's actively in pursuit of that goal. So every ninja thing he does is passively, tangentially related to that. Same with Deku. He wants to be the greatest hero.
Yeah,
Regardless of what a hero means to him, he's literally pursuing the path of
yeah,
becoming a hero by going to UA.
yeah. Yuji, on the
With
other hand,
Itadori, go ahead.
the
This
thing
case.
about him that he will don't die anyway, and
Yeah,
that he end up.
with Itadori, his end goal has nothing to do with sorcery or becoming a sorcerer or joining Jujutsu Kai. He doesn't even really care to do that. He's more so strung along, reactionary in a sense. He's not
He will be
even
more forward
convinced
to.
to do it. It's almost like a reluctance thing to where he's forced into doing it. This is his way of
Mm,
prolonging his life. He
yeah, he
doesn't
only
really
doing it.
have any other option. Yeah, so to pursue his goal, this is something he has to do so that this doesn't hold him back, as opposed to Naruto and Deku, who are pursuing something to bring them forwards.
Yeah, yeah. Not to want to be the Dre Otade, and that to want to become the Dre Healed.
Yeah. Like, Itadori's goal is just unrelated to the world of sorcery. He doesn't need to be a sorcerer for what he wants to do. But then what he wants to do becomes more developed over time as he explores the world of sorcery. Especially after the Junpei arc, he's having a whole ideological breakthrough at that moment about what it means to
Yeah,
him to pursue that goal. But then it feels like he changes his goal to some extent, if not adds new goals that are prioritized more or something. Like
mm,
him becoming the cog in the machine, and he'll fight Mahito to the day he dies. That has nothing to do with what his grandpa wanted him to do.
yeah,
That's some separate side thing that he personally developed along the way. That's not even
yeah,
tangentially related to his actual main long-term goal.
yeah. It was that to want to save Shidowashi.
Exactly, or Naruto trying to save Sasuke. Sure, it's a selfish personal thing that they found along the way, and sure, saving Shigaraki or saving Sasuke, that's not gonna at all lead to them becoming the greatest hero or Hokage. That's not a thing that Naruto needs to do based on society standards. You know, Hashirama didn't have to save Sasuke to become Hokage. It's not a Hokage
Yeah,
requirement. But Naruto and Deku, based on what it means to them to be Hokage and to be the
Yeah.
greatest hero, they're not even going to allow themselves to do that until they achieve their goal. They are intertwining the two. They are relating it, not because they need to, but because of what it means to them in the first place. Naruto isn't refusing to become Hokage because of some selfish, stubborn thing of, oh, I refuse to do it until I save Sasuke. He's telling you the reason. How can he become a single Hokage if he can't even save a single friend? Wait, what? How can he become a single Hokage? Oh, I guess that's true, but that's besides the point. How can he become Hokage if he can't even save a single friend? And for Deku, he
And
wants to be the greatest hero. It's not about being the number one hero. It's about being a true hero,
yeah,
as
and
Deku
saving.
explains.
And
Exactly. So
he saw the Silver was in pain, and he didn't want to tell him, and one for all shouldn't be a power to tell.
exactly. It's not about Shigaraki for Deku. Deku doesn't want to save Shigaraki because Shigaraki's getting a redemption arc. Deku's already decided before he decides he wants to save Shigaraki. He's already decided he will never forgive Shigaraki for all the pain
Yeah,
he's caused to not only himself, but to everyone. Not just everyone around him, his personal friends or whatever. Again, selfish. To the
yeah,
strangers, the civilians he's never met. Because of the pain Shigaraki's caused, he will never forgive him. And he's going
but
to him regardless, in spite of that. Unlike Itadori, he's in a way actively going against what his grandfather wanted him to do by choosing to want to kill uh what's his face, Mahito. Regardless, he hasn't forgiven him and he wants to kill him over and over again rather than save him or make him happy or find compromise or understanding or whatever.
yeah,
Wants to be selfish because Mahito hurt him. Not because he hurt civilians or strangers or for the greater good or because he hurt his friends. Well, that is why, but it's because of what it means to him that his friends were hurt. Really, Mahito hurt his friends because he knew it was going to hurt him. So really,
mm,
Mahito was just hurting Itadori through the extension of his friends. That's why he goes after Nobara. It's not because he wanted to kill Nobara. It's because he wanted to hurt Itadori in that moment. That's why
yeah,
he led his second body to Nobara. Well, one of the reasons. But yeah. So that Itadori could see it. Same with what's his face? Blonde dude that likes overtime.
Naomi.
Tom was gonna hate me for not knowing his name. I know his
I
name.
didn't real, I didn't realize
God, it's
something.
like bothered to remember it.
Hey, I didn't realize something.
Yeah.
To the why it does have a what do you mean? The idea of Makoto being deaf. To the why is that he is deaf.
Technically. Yeah. Well, no, he's
Oh,
not death. He's the mirror of death.
yeah, yeah, that I meant. But I mean like Shidawai is that too. He is he is that. He is the mirror of death.
I guess so. Well, technically, he'd be the mirror of death. so just like Mahito, Itadori's also the mirror of death, as opposed to death. And not even that he's like looking in the mirror or the reflection of death, or like the other end of the mirror of death that he has to look into. No, he's the mirror itself. So death is reflecting off of something else that isn't even him.
Yeah, so Mahito
Itadori
is
and
just
Mahito are
reflecting
just
the death, but he isn't death.
exactly.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the thing
But
that is
Mahito
in the
is Yuji.
reflection
Is
of.
Mahito the reflection of Yuji, who is actually the death?
Hmm.
Well, no, but they're the medium of which the reflection is able to reflect. By being the mirror, they are neither the person in front of the mirror nor the reflection of the person in front of the mirror. They
Well, I
are
was thinking
merely
maybe
just
Mahito
the
didn't figure that
mirror.
out. So he just is the mirror and he didn't realize that Yuji was the one looking in the mirror.
That's stupid. No. But Yuji is just like Mahito. I'm just like you. So Yuji is also just a mirror. They're both
So who's
just
in between the
mirrors.
mirror? Who are they looking at?
That's the problem, yeah.
Sukuna?
Probably.
Death?
That I don't really
Death.
wonder.
But wait, according to Hanami, death is a mirror. So death is also the mirror.
It's only mute.
Wait, at this point, is the reflection in the mirror the mirror? It's not even reflecting another mirror, like two mirrors back to back. No, the reflection in the mirror is of the mirror itself.
Yeah.
It's literally physically impossible. Well, that's Jujutsu Kaisen storytelling for you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. That's been everything wrong with Jujutsu Kaisen. I love how we never got to the point of the title.
Yeah. I hope we
Well,
can
you
do
know
that
what?
next
Jujutsu
time.
Kaisen makes no sense. At least we got to that part, it feels like.
Yeah, we never got to the real winner.
Bro, without only. We should, yeah, even though that's a good outro, we should like finish reading some comments without actually talking on them, but just to say that we did it. I can still see it. Again, shout out without only, not just the cog thing, killing transfigured humans, eating. Okay, we already read that. But I think that's not gonna be enough to beat Sukuna, and Yuji is gonna have to do something to embrace his humanity again and become somehow enlightened. That's gonna be how he beats Sukuna, I think. Narratively, yes. Physically, no. But physically, he's gonna follow from the narrative. So yes. Yuji is well, really, they're gonna beat Sukuna by like punching him a lot or something, probably. But that's Yuji is also weird because a weird narrative flaw he has is that he tries to play hero but is too weak. I feel like I read this. That caused problems. So it can feel the narrative is disagreeing with Yuji. I don't know. I agree. I feel like rather than the narrative disagreeing with Yuji, I feel like there is just a bad narrative or no narrative. That's me being a hater, but yeah. There can't be a disagreement with Yuji if there's no narrative to disagree with him. Yuji is Mahito, but they
The way they are being
what you're trying to
compared is meaningless.
The way they are being compared is meaning. Okay, so that was the typo. It was they. See, because it was the first word, I assumed it was correct. That was my biggest mistake. Yeah. But the way they are being compared is meaningless because the audience doesn't agree with Jogo that curses are morally equivalent to humans. That's interesting. And we'll get into why next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it's meaningless.
Of the stream, in fact.
I don't think it's meaningless. I just think they did a bad comparison, and also the description of the comparison itself is also bad. So no, I don't think that they're exactly alike, or you're just like me, or whatever. I think they are similar in one regard. And that being the fact that they don't think. They just move on their own.
But
in that
again,
case,
I don't.
the idea of like killing people compared to saving people, that's not a comparison, that's a difference. But that's like in the regards to what they don't think about of the actions when they both do the things that they instinctually do. But like the point is to compare the instincts, but I feel like that's not what they're doing. So I feel like when they say that it's to kill people compared to save people, that should be the example rather than the comparison.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's also interesting because, well, that one is Mahito's comparison. I kill people without a second thought. You save people without a second thought. But then Yuji comes around to say, like, you know what? I am you, Mahito. I'm going to beat your ass no matter how many times you come back. I'm going to kill you again. Which is a completely different thing. Yuji's looking at it like, I'm going to kill curses without a second thought. Like you, Mahito, with humans. But that's not what Mahito was even comparing. Like,
That's so stupid. Plus, like, okay, if he's just like him again, why is he not trying to kill himself afterwards? Like, at least be like
No.
Kawaki and freaking kill Mahito then yourself. Kill Mahito
Don't
then
Yuji want to
Kawaki.
die? Don't Yuji want to die?
Something like
Don't
that.
dang me.
well,
Don't
he wants to eat
dang
all of
me.
Sukuna's fingers first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then die. So the same thing.
Well, no,
But
not quite,
that's
because
not
if he eats all the
because-
fingers first, then Sukuna will be dead and gone for good. But if he doesn't, then there's just gonna be some Sukuna left around.
But again, that has nothing to do with Mahito in that case. That's not why he wants to die.
He doesn't
'Cause
want to
he
die
doesn't
relative,
want to die
relative
because
to
of
Mahito
Mahito.
anyway.
Exactly. So no, they aren't just like you. He isn't just like you.
I'm confused.
Just like me, whatever.
Mahito didn't want to die either.
That's stupid. Oh my god.
I mean, you just seem to accept death. You just seem to accept your own death.
Kamui, that's not my point. My point is that Yuji wants to kill Mahito because
Yeah.
of who he is. If Yuji is just like Mahito,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yuji would want to kill Yuji because of who he is.
Okay, yeah.
And again, I think that works if they're trying to go that route, like what they did with Kawaki. The problem is that they aren't doing that.
Yeah.
Kawaki's not forgiving himself, so his actions are worth killing himself.
Did Yuji forgive himself?
Well, for killing Mahito, yeah, he had no problem. He had no remorse killing Mahito.
Well, no, he didn't forgive himself because he didn't think there was anything to forgive in the first place. Usually when you forgive yourself, it's because you think you did something wrong or bad, or you hate yourself for some reason. No, he just doesn't. If anything, he is encouraging himself to do this. He wants to do it. He's glad to do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
He likes the fact he's doing it, but yeah.
So, Tommy, do you heard what me and Uri were talking about Midoriya and Yuji?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention during that part.
Oh, then.
Space, he hasn't
When the
seen
My Hero stuff
Hero
comes on, I
Academia.
just tune out because I don't know what's going on.
They both relentlessly kill the other group, but who cares about Yuji killing curses? They're literally born evil, even if Yuji was Mahito. It didn't hit hard for the audience. And again, that goes back to the Attack on Titan problem, which Kamui never even got to elaborate on in the first place. He just got shut down before he could even make the point of it.
Born evil. That is part of the
But
like,
again-
rewrite, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it next time, but all curses shouldn't be born evil. That's a problem with the story.
Yeah, I write the Setsu. The Setsu shouldn't be born evil.
Well,
Oh,
the
like
Zetsu are
hollow.
born evil, in my opinion, but that's besides the point. Also, even if CG participation is throwing away humanity, that's not to become strong. That's for the sake of his sister, much like Maki.
That's what I was saying. Like,
So,
he's talking about Megami again, which is what I said earlier.
Megami,
I don't feel like Megami is throwing away humanity. It's definitely not for the sake of strength either.
yeah.
And also, for the sake of his sister, is very much a humanity-related thing. Like,
Yeah. I feel like Megami is like
Yeah.
the most human. If anything, screw Itadori. Megami's the most human character in JJK.
he is,
in my opinion,
though. Like,
from what I've seen.
like,
Even more than like Nobara.
Like Megami literally just is human start to finish.
Oh yeah.
Consistent, yeah. Like everything that guy's video said just applies to Megami, but more.
Yeah, he didn't throw away his humanity. He never tried to throw away his humanity. And he never tried to become a Todd like Yuji.
To be fair, I think the poster is using humanity as human moral value. Okay, poster as in the guy that posted the video.
Yeah, like the video guy.
Not as in like a poster. Yeah. So that guy is using humanity as yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Human moral values, like the ethics, rather than humankind. Which again, JJK is talking about humankind for the most part. They'll talk about things like monsters or your heart or the essence of a soul or whatever, but they don't speak on humanity as it is. Otherwise, no human can really be more human or less human or actions. Interesting. Okay. Almost no. He clarifies. Hey guys, sorry I'm. Oh yeah, and now we're caught up. Yuji is power. No problem. Okay, we're fully caught up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any
We
last
actually
topic?
did it this time.
Any last topic before we leave?
I think that's a good place to
Space, you
end.
want to do the outro for us?
What?
Do the outro, Space.
Waiting for you.
Wait, why? Wait, why?
Because
Well,
you're
we're
the
not gonna
guest.
do it.
I'm not dead.
You are our guest currently.
I don't know the outro.
You just have to make one up.
Sure. Are they? Are they? Well, I hope you enjoy this stream. The stream of the Walting Tati podcast. Now, be aware for the net podcast. We hope will blame that we write. That should be the net topic. Be sure to write and strive until the stream. See ya.
I dig it.